All right, here on 1105 Mountain Hope Court, got the backyard and the pool area. I'm right here in the valley in an area where, I mean, I can see that there's been repairs done on this thing, the different color shingles. I think this leak is definitely a combination of things. One is the skylight, and the skylight itself, the age of it, I believe, is taking a little bit of water. And, when I start seeing caulking, to try to solve problems, that just tells me that, there's just more here. These shingles are so old that many of them are cracking and they're splitting and they're absorbing water. There's just rips and holes. Here's one right here. It's very hard to pick up, but there's a split there, and then there's a split right there, and it's just, this roof is bad, and it should have been replaced. There's split shingles everywhere. The granulars are wore off. The fiberglass mats and the asphalt itself are absorbing water. We've got a 2x4 skylight, another 2x4 skylight, a 4x4 skylight, and then down here on this back area we've got a 2x4 skylights turned sideways, and looking up onto the top roof we've got a power fan, a couple of stacks, a 2-inch pipe and a hood vent, and then over here we've got 3 hood vents, a power fan, and a 2-inch stack. We got stucco siding. Not a problem putting the flashing up behind this. Everything's very clean here, so we can get our oversized flashing up behind there. The other thing that I talked to you about is a counter flashing on the outside, which it'll just depend. I personally like the counter flashing on the outside, but as long as we can get our ice guard and our flashing up underneath of that stucco, we can go with going underneath of it. I'll talk to you about what I mean by that, what it looks like to go over the top of it. As I come up onto this roof, get up into this other valley area, and I'm coming up now, I'm going to be looking over the front. We've got all of our dormers and valleys. And again, this roof is just old. There's caulking everywhere, and where people have just tried to hold this thing together. I mean, caulking just everywhere, and the gutters are full of debris, and that causes backup, and that causes leaks, and causes rotted wood and problems. We've got some aluminum ridge vent on that one dormer, but nowhere else. I would recommend a hidden ridge vent on this entire house to allow this attic to breathe. And when I talk about these gutters being full, we're back in the area of the leak here again, and this gutter is full of debris. When I say full, it's deep. Like, I mean, this is deep. There's a lot of stuff in this gutter. What happens is the water actually backs up underneath of this shingle and gets in right up in there, and it runs back into the soffit and starts to rot things and cause problems in there. I would suggest new gutters, which I'll give you an option for on all the whole house, except for the ones that we've already done, which are done with the 6-inch gutters with hidden hangers, which are fine. But I would recommend the gutters, and then a leaf relief gutter guard, which is going to give you peace of mind of the guarantee of never having to clean your gutters again. As we talked about, your new addition was built on this part of the house. We have got a different color roof on here. I will break this up into a separate proposal, and we will talk about it because of color matching, because we're not going to match this color anymore. They've changed the shingle granulars since this was done, and we can't even match this color anymore exactly. But plus it's faded and older, and also this area is very, very important, this low sloped area, that it's done correctly. And I would feel better with the quality of this house and the caliber, just taking this off, should you agree, and ensuring that this is all done to the degree that it needs to be, so that regardless of what Mother Nature throws at us, you don't have any more issues. I also noticed these windows. When the stucco was done, you notice they didn't put a drip cap on these windows, and so any water that runs back in this little crack right here, there's a problem with, you're gonna have a problem. So we can do two things. We can reseal this with a better sealant and seal these windows while we're here, or we can actually fabricate a piece of metal that will come up onto the stucco about 1.5 inches, and then there's a little channel on it that we've run a bead of caulk across, and then it comes down out onto here and down over this lip just a little bit. It's called a drip cap. And then what you need to do is just make sure that the sealant in that little channel that I'm talking about is maintained and protected. And we can talk about that. We have programs with our roof systems where we come back and inspect the first year, the third year, the fifth year, and we can actually do more than that should you desire, and pay attention to things like this. A lot of our trash on this home, because of the pitch and the steepness, will have to go down onto the ground, onto tarps, and then it's hand loaded into the dump truck. There's some more debris in the gutters. This gutter's full of debris down here. The chimneys look good here. We just need to put the new flashing on, and again, I'll talk to you about that. This rake over here is pretty beat up. When we put a new flashing onto this area here, we would reflash that and redo that rake metal. And that should about, again, the gutters over here just totally full of debris. And that will about do it. I'll figure everything up, and we'll get you a proposal and details. We'll go through how everything's going to work and how it's going to look today.